So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grant at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
The economy is basically still booming.
In the liberal economist's mind, it is a zero-sum game. If you want to create more wealth for people at the low end of the income ladder, you take it away from the people at the top. That is how Elizabeth Warren has sold this idea.
In this stock market rally, I know it's commonplace to say it only helps a few rich people. That is just not true. Over half the households in this country own shares through 401ks and IRAs and brokerage accounts and so forth. The bottom 50% has had a 47% increase in their net wealth.
What a lie that is. Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. I've never heard such nonsense in my life. It is incredible to come out and say something like that. Just like he said in 2006, as the crash was coming, the housing crash, he assured everybody when he was on CNBC that there was no housing crash. He said, I don't see it anywhere. Don't see housing. Maybe one or two houses. That's it. And he assured everybody there's no housing crash. This is unbelievable. You know, do you remember I said to you that if Trump doesn't get rid of him, he will not get reelected? Because what Kudlow's going to do, and his team, Mnuchin, Moore, can't think of the other dope, that Laffer, thank you, who he walked off my show one day, they're going to just pump the stock market. That's all they care about. Focus on the stock market. Focus on the stock market. Because you heard the lie he just said. There's so many people in the stock market. Really? It's not true. Here's what I said about Kudlow. This was in 2018. Okay, you know, I'm so sick of listening to Larry Kudlow. That was one of the worst mistakes that the president made, bring Larry Kudlow on as an advisor. This guy is just bad. He's a big BS artist. So I'm going to tell you right now, and mark this down, February of 2018, that Phil Grandy said that the president will not win a second term because he has an advisor, Larry Kudlow. It will cost him a second term because he's going to keep focusing on the wrong thing, the stock market. That's right. So that's my opinion. And that's what happened. Because the folks, they don't want to hear about the stock market every day. But Kudlow had Trump, and I talked to people. Kudlow and his team, Lapper and Moore, had every time the market went up, they'd push Trump out there, talking how great the market is, how great it is. It's unbelievable.
The stock market is shattering one record after another.
The stock market smashes one record high. When you look at what's gone on with the stock market, we've created now almost $8 trillion worth of value just in the stock market. The stock market is hitting one all-time record after another.
We broke a very, very big barrier, 25,000. And there were those that say we wouldn't break 25,000. We did, in fact, break 25,000, very substantially break it very easily.
We're just hitting a new high on the stock market again. The stock market is way up. The stock market is way up. The stock market is up very, very big today.
What a mistake. And let me tell you why it was a mistake. Because Kudlow's wrong. The majority of Main Street Americans don't own stocks. Top 10% of the population, they own 80% of all the gains in stock. 80% of the stock gains go to just the top 10% of the population. That's it. Next, another 10%, they own just 9.3% of the gains. Oh, in the bottom, the 50% he just said has a lot of stock? No. The bottom 80% have 6.7%. 6.7%. Hardly anything in stock. They don't care about stock. Yet, they put the stock market front and center, and they put the president out there front and center. That was the worst thing they could do. Taking credit for this market every time it went up. Followed by a big celebration. Every time the market went up, big celebration. Celebrating what? Distribution of stock ownership by a wealth percentile, specifically, 84% of the top 10 percentile, 9.3% for the next, and 10% that have 6.7% of the, and you got the bottom 80%. What are you, nuts? Main Street, the folks, they were looking to celebrate being part of an economic recovery. That's what they wanted to celebrate. They didn't want to celebrate the stock market going up every day. They knew it was rigged. But even if they didn't know it was rigged, they weren't going to have access to that money. It didn't help them. Their value was in their homes. And after the crash of 2008, if you lost your home, you're now renting. And many people who lost their home, they're not back yet. And many people got the equity ripped out of their homes. A lot of them didn't recover. Depends where you are in the nation. These people on Main Street that work hard, the blue-collar worker, they're looking to celebrate a focus on business investment. Because unless there's focus on business investment, they're not going to celebrate. Because CEOs have to take the profits, the money they borrow for free, zero interest. They need them to put that money back into the business. If they take the money back and put it back, plow it back into their business, then they will get a pay increase. They need that money being plowed back into not bars and restaurants and hotels. They need that money being poured back into manufacturing, construction, mining, drilling. Those are the high-paying jobs. And those high-paying jobs, when they pour all that money back in there, they increase productivity. And once they increase productivity of the company, then that leads to wage increases and leads to a standard of living increase. That's how it works. But that wasn't what was happening. The money wasn't being plowed back into these businesses. The money was being plowed back into what? Stock buybacks. Main Street got nothing. Don't listen to Larry Kudlow or the fake business news networks when he's trying to convince you 50% of the bottom line, the bottom 50% of the population have a lot of stock. 50% of the people that have 401ks, 50% of the people that have 401ks don't even keep up with their 401k. They don't contribute. They don't have any money to contribute. They've been pulling their money out to pay doctor bills. Are you nuts? Kudlow, the greatest masking of the truth. The economy not only is not booming, it's not going to turn around as quickly as he and the rest of the people on fake business news network. They're all focusing on one thing: move the market higher. They don't give a damn about Main Street. They're going to try to keep this COVID-19 going. They don't want this COVID-19 to stop. Are you kidding? It cuts into their income. Congress doesn't want the COVID-19 to stop. Why do you think they're not opening up the schools? Why do you think the Democrats, the unions, whether it's Democrats or Republicans, don't matter. Why do you think they're not opening up the schools? They don't want to open up the schools because the stock market won't go up. If they open up schools, the stock market will collapse. They don't want to open up those schools. What are you, nuts? And I'll tell you another big problem when I get back. You want to hear it? Maybe you don't.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
When the markets open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. And that's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. Warning: Google, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Facebook, all these hot stocks are going to crash. They're going to drop as much as 60, 70%. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Exactly what happened in the dot-com days is going to repeat itself. Remember, 85% of people lose money in the stock market because they don't know when to get out. I fixed that with my color code technology chart. It tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. That's right. Make sure you check it out. It's free for 10 days. philsgang.com. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Remember to subscribe to my Phil's Gang YouTube channel to get both my live and archived radio shows. Also, my free Phil's Take on the stock market. Also, sign up and get a free 10-day chart and membership trial. That's right. Free for 10 days. And you get my color-coded chart, you get the membership. And remember, this Friday, like every Friday, I review the week in detail. I identify for you the clues that are telling us why we're getting closer to a crash. And this Friday is going to be great because I'm going to give you 2 charts. One chart I'm going to use, it's so spot on. There's a point on the chart where when the dot-com hit, that's when we had the crash. That same spot is where we had the housing crash. And that same spot, we're heading right towards it right now. You got to see this. Then I have another chart that goes right through the psychological end of the crash, because a lot of the crash is psychological, especially when they get to a point where people are just so thrilled. They start thinking, oh, man, I don't have enough money to buy. I got to buy. I'll start buying on margin. I mean, it's amazing. The psychological side of all this is just, I mean, when you see it, it's just amazing. It's crazy how people just go nuts. They look at this thing and they just like, I don't know, they just don't think anymore. They get so greedy, they think, wow, I'll buy on margin. I'll go borrow money. My Lord, it's unbelievable. But we'll talk about that, but more with, check that out, I should say, on Friday. This Friday, we'll post it about 6 o'clock, 6 p.m., okay? And I also, this is unbelievable when I hear this. Listen to this here.
There is no crisis in the economy. Manufacturing is booming, and those jobs are going to come online real fast.
Well, I'm going to explain to you why those jobs aren't going to come online anytime soon, and that's a lie. But before we do that, let's check out the stocks. I told you the other day, everyone's making a big mistake. When you have a market like this, I tell my members, and again, I've been in this market for 51 years, been on this earth for 75 years. I've seen this over and over and over. When you get to this point where everybody's going nuts, okay, and buying stocks, This is the part of the crash. This is the wonderful part of the crash. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. Why anybody's out of the stock market in this phase of the crash is beyond me. I don't get it. Because it's like, I don't want to say guaranteed, but people have gone crazy. Volume has doubled. People are coming into the stock market, never been in the stock market before. Just like the Bitcoin. You know, it's interesting. The other day I was at the car wash, and this guy's at the car wash, and he's got this big van. He's got signs all over it, Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin this, Bitcoin that, right? And people are lined up, and he's selling them stuff, platforms and stuff for Bitcoin. You wouldn't believe the people that were lined up. It was unbelievable, buying whatever he was selling them on Bitcoin. People were going nuts. But anyways, getting back to the market. Look. When you get a market like this, remember I told you you got to buy what they call power stocks. What are power stocks? Power stocks are those stocks that every time they start making a new annual high, new year high, an annual high, brand new, you buy it. Why? Because that's where all the money is. That's where all the institutional money is. Because remember, in this phase, okay, of the market, this is where they start pushing the market as hard as they can to the upside. Who's that? The institutions, the J.P. Morgans, the Goldman Sachs, the Bank of America, the Wells Fargo. These are the people I told you. They represent the unions. They represent all the union members, like the nurses or the fire or the police or the whatever union, steel workers, tire workers, whatever union. They represent them and they make them money, and they have to get them out. They got to get them out whole before the crash. So that's why you get this part of the crash, this part of the cycle where again, people go nuts, and this is where they start moving the market up, and they're starting to get their people up. But most people don't know that. So they're jumping in the market even more. So they go from hope to optimism. Then they go to belief, where they get to the point, I got to get fully invested, man. I got to get fully invested. And they get to the thrill part. That's where I got to buy more stock, but I don't have any money. I can sell my car. I'm going to sell this, sell that, jewelry, anything I can do. And I'm going to go on margin. I'm going to borrow money. This is so easy. This is so easy. We're now in the thrilled part. We have yet to hit the euphoria. Wait till you hit that. Then comes the complacency. Wow, put the parachute on. And then comes the margin call. Ooh, get out the hankies. Unbelievable. So you want to participate now in the stocks that are making new highs. Give you an example. Stock I told everybody about the other day, one of my power stocks. And remember, we bought these stocks when nobody wanted them. This was back in March of last year. After the market crashed, nobody wanted to buy the cruise lines. Well, we bought Norwegian Cruise Line, and we've been staying in and out. We've been getting in and out of this, and meaning shorting it when it has to be short, long when we're buying it. And the last time we got into this was right around February 17th. February 17th. We got it was around $24, something like that. And today's at $33. And I told people that's a 37% gain. Now, I'm not saying every one of my gang members made 37%. What I'm saying is my gang, who has the color-coded technology called the Pro 2, they see what I see. It's up to them when they want to get in. Somebody may get it at $24.50. Somebody may wait and get it at $26. Somebody may get it at $20. I don't know. But they know where they're supposed to get in. It's all clear to get in around $24.50. Anyways, so this is where the money's going, because what a story! Oh, everybody's got their vaccine, so that means everybody's going to take a cruise. So all the big institutions know this, and they're in there buying this stock. But what's going to happen is you're going to get in at the wrong time. I'll talk more about that when I get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grant at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, boydinvestigativegroup.com.
License number A1900020.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
Oh, come on. Buying back a few shares, they still make widgets. All they're doing is buying back shares to juice the stock price.
That's right. They've been doing that since 2008. Remember, stocks aren't going up because of old-fashioned earnings, margins, top-line sales, free cash flow. You used to sit there, the CEOs and the managers, and they plow over their numbers. How they can cut this, how increase their cash flow, build a better product cheaper without dropping the quality. They don't care anymore. Nobody cares anymore. In the last 10 years, 13 years, nobody cares. Stocks will just go up. But there's going to come the end. But before the end, don't miss out on the rally. I'm going to show you this Friday night, and have it for the weekend. I do this every Friday. This will be my 9th installment of how the stock market will crash. I review the week, tell you everything that went on this week, what I see is going on, more clues. Sometimes it takes a year before the market crashes. Everybody believes since 1987, when everybody got back to lunch and the market was down 500 points, the market just goes down. It's not how it works. Please stop thinking that way. It takes a long time. I told you this stock market crash started, and here's when I warned you. This was it right here, and I warned everybody, and I've been right so far, right here. 2018, January 16th. I want everybody to mark down this date, January 16th, today. That Phil Grandy said, on this date, January 16th, this is the beginning of the stock market crash. Now, it's dead right, and I can show it to you on a chart. We're starting to break down. Remember, we had that first 20% drop. That was on December. That was December 2018. That was, as a matter of fact, I said on that clip, if I let it play it all the way through, that was January. I said this December would be the worst part of the current drop that's going to happen. And I was dead right. And December was the first month. I said that in January. In December, I was dead right. And then the market since then has been crashing. Just because you have rallies, when you have rallies, that's part of the crash, just like what's happening right now. And I'm going to show you on my chart that I'm going to put up on Friday around 6 p.m. That's when we'll put it up, okay? And you'll see the chart. I'm 100% correct. You'll also see the chart where how it works psychologically, from hope to optimism to belief, and where it really gets dangerous is the thrill part. That's when people go on margins. That's when people borrow money. Now they're stuck. Then when then the market drops. Everybody thinks the crash is happening. Of course, it doesn't. It always drops about 10% before the crash happens. And then it rallies back up, but it can't make a new high, and it starts to crash again. And on the way back up, people get that's the state of euphoria. Oh, the market's not going to go down. I was wrong. Oh, the market's not going to go down. Oh, man, I'm going to get rich. I'm a genius. Nobody can pick stocks like me. That's how everybody thinks. So in the meantime, we're making money on our power stocks. These are stocks that are making all-time new year high. Not all-time, but this annual highs, I should say. Because why? That's where all the money is going. Give you another example. Nobody's watching gold anymore. Bitcoin. Well, that's okay, because we made a whole bunch of money in gold, my gang members and I. Okay? And we're going to make even more. We've been shorting gold now as it's been going down, but she's about ready to start turning around and going back up. Nobody's looking at gold. Nobody likes gold anymore. Everybody's buying Bitcoin. Watch what happens to gold. But stocks, for example, power stocks. I mean, there's so many of them right now. It's unbelievable. One of the stocks that we've been really doing well, power stock, is Las Vegas Sands. This is the second time or third time we bought this, okay, off the bottom. And it turned green on our color-coded chart on, I think it was on February 8th, and that was around $54. And right now, it's still green. And we have, let's see, I think I have this right. I'll do it again, around $54, and right now it's trading around $65 and some change. And it's still green. So we have a 20% gain. Now, I'm not saying every gang member made 20%. I don't know where every gang member gets in. But my gang, they're trained with the color-coded chart. It was red. It stayed red from $46. Stayed red from $46 up to around $54. And then it turned green, means the institution started to buy it heavily. You know, that's the other thing people don't understand. When the stock was, let's say, at $47, and it started to go up, people started to buy it. But you don't buy it. See, that's the beautiful thing about my color-coded chart, because it stayed red from, let's say, 46 up to 54. Even though it didn't collapse, it continued to go up. But the danger is between 46 and 54, when it stays red, it identifies for you that the institutions, yes, they're buying the stock, but not enough that you could wake up one morning and you bought it at 50, now it's at 52, you feel great. You wake up one morning and all of a sudden the stock's at 38. That's right. But by having it red, it warns you that even though the stock is going up, that's the most important thing about when I designed this chart, the algorithms. When people don't understand this, they just get into a stock. They hear some BS on the fake business network. So they get in, they think they're heroes, they're geniuses at 48. Gets to 50, they really think they're a genius. Gets to 52, they really think they're a genius. They wake up the next morning, now it's down to 42. What happened, they say? Because there wasn't enough institutional money in that stock to hold it up. It was all retail money coming in. But when it turned green, you had a higher probability of getting to $70 from 54 than from 47. Hard to convince people of that. But the color-coded chart will convince you, because it stayed red and all of a sudden it turned green at 54. When it stayed red from 47 bucks up to that point. Anyways, so we got the hotels. What a perfect story. The casinos. Everybody's saying right now, okay, Johnson & Johnson, one shot, that's all you need. Hey, everybody's going to be flying. Everybody's going to be going to the casinos, and we're taking advantage of that. But you got to know when to get out, because we're buying into the story. Remember, just like Boeing, we're shorting Boeing when everybody was buying Boeing. That's right. Remember, everybody was, Johnson & Johnson, rather. Johnson & Johnson, let's put it up. My color-coded chart was perfect. Everybody's talking about they're going to get, Johnson & Johnson was going to get their approval, get their new approval. One shot, that's all you need. Everybody's in there buying it, right? So everybody started to buy the stock. And everybody started to buy it around what was it? It was around, I think it was around $157. The thing ran up to around 170. Then they started to buy it. It pulled back. Buying a dip. Everybody started to buy it when it was around 159. They started to buy it when it was around 163. We weren't buying it because it was red. It was telling us the institutions were buying. But everybody was buying Boeing. They're coming out with another this shot. They're going to approve it soon. And then it was and all the time that was going up was turning red. So we shorted, and it dropped from 167. You know where it is today? 156. How did we know to short it? Because the color was red. Take Tesla, that big baby. Tesla. Everybody buying Tesla, right? We shorted it. Everybody thought, and I got more emails on that, and I did it right here on the air when I shorted. Everybody said we were nuts. No, we weren't nuts, because the color-coded chart started turning red around $810. So we started to short it. And then it came all the way down for a minute, down around 600. Then it bounced up to, we're settled around 654. And then remember the other day they came out and the 10-year Treasury yield, it went down instead of going up. Everybody got crazy. The market went up 700 points. They're going nuts. Oh, the Treasury bill's down, right? Well, guess what happened? It stayed red, so we stayed short, and guess what? It went all the way back down to now, down to 655. I will give you this free. If Tesla breaks below 619, you should be out of the stock anyways. But if you're not, know this. You're going to love me for it. When this stock breaks below 619, if you're not out of the stock and shorting it, you got to be nuts. Because watch how this thing falls like a flying monkey, man. We'll be right back after this break. Join my gang. Help St. Jude, please.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Warning. Google, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Facebook, all these hot stocks are going to crash. They're going to drop as much as 60-70%. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Exactly what happened in the dot-com days is going to repeat itself. Remember, 85% of people lose money in the stock market because they don't know when to get out. I fixed that with my color code technology chart. It tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. That's right. Make sure you check it out. It's free for 10 days. philsgang.com.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Tesla. Now I'm going to do this again. Remember, I told you to sell this short one. I remember I said this about Tesla. If I have it, do I have Tesla? I don't think I have it racked up, but I had everybody. There it is. If you've been in Tesla, take your profits at 3:57 p.m. on February 17, 2021, and you're going to love me for it. That's right. I told everybody right on the radio, told my gang members to sell it short. Okay, and Tesla was around, I think it was around 810. Today it's at 660 and still going down. Now, if Tesla breaks 619, let's use 618, be easier for you. 618. If you're not selling short, you're gonna be out of your mind. Because if it breaks that, this thing's gonna fall like a flying crowbar. Tesla. Another thing, the NASDAQ. Remember what I told you? You can't have a stock market crash until the NASDAQ has at least one or two 10% corrections before they collapse, before the crash. You got to have at least two. We're working that way now. You take a look at the NASDAQ right now. She's down. She's down about 310. If NASDAQ breaks 304, she's at 310, this thing will fall like a flying monkey. So those two, Tesla and the NASDAQ. But the NASDAQ, before the crash, we got to have at least one or two 10% corrections. So right now, they're going to keep pushing this market up by pushing the banks up. That's what they're doing. They got to keep these banks going up to hold the market up. So there's a lot of excitement to the upside here because remember, we're going to take advantage of what? We're going to take advantage of the hope mode, the optimism mode, optimistic mode, the belief mode, and then we're going to really take advantage of the thrill mode. That's when everybody runs out of money and they go borrow money to buy stocks. And then when we wait till we get to euphoria, then we'll really start shorting this thing. Okay, so we got a lot of way. This market still can keep going up because they got to hit those stages. Okay, they can hit those stages. So just make sure you're buying the stocks that are making new highs. That's where the big smart money goes. Join my gang. It's free. Do it for 10 days. We'll show you how that works. We'll show you how my color-coded chart will turn red and identify that. But even better, to identify when you get out. That's the key. 85% of people lose money in the market because they don't know when to get out. Well, we'll help you with that, okay? Whether the stock's going down and you're shorting it or the stock's going up. But free for 10 days. During those 10 days, Steve, who's the head of our educational department, puts up every day a video of our portfolio stocks. And he tells you, our gang members, exactly what to do, step by step. Honest to God, how can you not make money?
And then Apple, you can add some light shares to it short and keep your stop right at 129.
And that's what he's doing there, right? This is a recording today, and he tells our members what to do with Apple. Nobody else does that. What are you, nuts? For $39.95 a month? And first you get it free for 10 days so that you'll see it works. You get the color-coded chart, tells you when to buy, when to sell, okay, when to hold, when to run like hell. It works. Into 10 days, you're going to convince yourself, as thousands and thousands of other people have. If you don't, then that's the end of it. You leave. We're friends, and just keep listening to me on the radio, or don't, and everything's fine. We have no contract or anything. And just remember St. Jude when you're making money. All right, I don't want to waste more time. I want to talk about this here. Listen to what Carlo said here. Remember what he said? He said that, I think this is the one right here.
There is no crisis in the economy. Manufacturing is booming, and those jobs are going to come online real fast.
No, really, real fast, huh? Yeah, well, let me tell you, a lot of those jobs aren't coming back anytime soon. And for millions of people, the jobs they lost are never coming back at all. He won't tell you that. He won't tell you that. The biggest cheerleader in the world won't tell you that. What are you, nuts? What they don't mention, Kudlow and the Fake Business News Network, they don't want to mention. This is just the beginning of the increase in permanent job losses. I know what I'm talking about. Not just because I've been on this earth for 75 years now, just had my birthday, been in this business for 51 years. It's that I ran public companies. I know how it works. This is just the beginning of the increase in He's never held a job. Kudlow never created he never created a job. I shouldn't say he never held a job. He never created a job. He never met a payroll. All these people on the Fake Business News Networks, I don't care if it's Varney, I don't care if it's any of those guys. They've never met a payroll. They never built a business. They have no idea what a business does. They have no clue. They have no clue. Bunch of phonies. This is just the beginning of the increase in permanent job losses. Remember, the Great Recession was already more than a year old. Remember that, when it hit a record permanent job loss. He was saying the same thing back then. He was wrong. Another thing Kudlow won't talk about, or the fake business news network, the big stars on TV. The one thing he won't talk about is the natural increase in the economic problems that are following. They start increasing. They start building. He won't talk about that. As a result, there's going to be more and more permanent job cuts ahead, big time. They won't mention it. They'll never discuss the fact that the government data, they lie. They're a bunch of crooks. They don't account for many workers, for many workers who are still on the job but are expected to be let go. For example, take Boeing. They announced plans to cut 16,000 workers. They just don't leave that same day. So they announced they're going to cut 16,000 workers, with 12,300 of those jobs cut already being identified through the buyouts or involuntary permanent layoffs. But virtually all those affected workers are still on the job as of today. So it doesn't come up in the numbers, but it will. It's like Boeing. Thousands of stores are closing, okay, permanently, but still have workers in place. In other words, when you say you're going to shut your store down, you just don't shut it down. You still keep workers in place. And then you start your closing sales. Well, all these numbers have not showed up yet. I don't care if it's in Boeing. I don't care if it's in a small bakery. I don't care what it's in. So he's nuts. He's lying. Wait till you see these numbers. I know. I ran companies. It's unbelievable how they lie. They're not stupid. They just lie. There's deep financial problems at the state, at the local governments. They got big problems. Big problems. And they all started this new fiscal year. And there's going to be millions of additional permanent job cuts in the coming months with these states and the cities. Nobody's going to... Kudlow and the FB, Fake Business Network, they're going to mask that too. They've been masking that also. More than 10 million Americans are currently categorized as temporarily out of work. But historically, nearly 30% of people who tell the Labor Department they are temporarily unemployed never get their job back. This is unbelievable. People are just... There's so much information that they don't tell you. And the numbers that you see today aren't the right numbers. Unbelievable. Just like pensions. Just like pensions. He's coming out, Kudlow, and telling everybody that he's saying, you know, a lot of people have pensions and they have retirement funds, and he's lying. I told you already. People who own all the stocks, 80% of the stock goes to the top 10%. The next 10%, they only own 9.3%. The bottom 80%, only 6.7%. Stop listening to him with his pensions. He's talking about how all the pensions and this, and they have 401ks and this and that. I'm sorry. Half of the people in 401ks don't even have half of the people in our workforce don't even have a 401k. And the people who have a 401k, they have to do, okay? More than half don't even use it. They can't pay their bills. So what we're going to see now is, let's not worry about the crash right now. Oh, we'll know when it's going to crash. Let's enjoy the rally that's part of the crash. Oh, and the 401k, they're rotten to the core. We'll talk more about them tomorrow, too. And our power stocks. Join my gang free for 10 days. Follow the power stocks. See you on the charts. Help St. Jude, please.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.